It's Sunday night, there was a new document dropped, your update for the Norfolk Southern disaster in East Palestine, Ohio. This might be the biggest update we've had yet. It's a complete manifest from the train from Norfolk Southern. The EPA makes sure to note that initially they were only notified of the chemical compounds in the trains orally, also saying that they're not responsible for what's in this document. Just like all the other EPA documents that I've posted, they're available from a link in my bio. The EPA also released air results today. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to talk about them because this is a lot to talk about. There's a lot to go over, a lot of things that have been confirmed, and then a whole bunch of stuff that we're hearing for the first time. So the vinyl chloride. Train cars 28 through 31 were vinyl chloride. Car number 55 was also. We're gonna have to make a whole video to talk about the vinyl chloride because that's a bigger thing, but let's just say I wouldn't think right now that at this point in time, vinyl chloride is a worry. I think concerning air, there's more of a concern about particulate, but that's gonna have to be another video. This is just train contents. Some things that we didn't know. There were 3 train cars of diethylene glycol. One of the cars completely spilled and 2 of them were leaking. This chemical is flammable, it's toxic, it's used in the manufacturing of plastics. It's also used in some brake fluids. Based on the tank car class, that's these things here, there is at least 16,000 gallons that were lost. No definitive indication whether if it was burned or if it was just spilled. There's 1 car of polypropylene glycol that was breached. This is also a chemical that's used in the manufacturing of plastics. It is considered to have low toxicity to humans, however, 16,000 gallons of it pouring into the ground isn't great. There's 1 tank car of propylene glycol, not to be confused with polypropylene glycol, propylene glycol, or PG as people who vape would know. It's low toxicity, it's used in some food products, it's used in vape liquids, but again, 16,000 gallons of it pouring into the ground, not good. The butyl acrylate that they did mention earlier, there was 1 tank car, it was breached and then caught on fire. It's very flammable, so I assume that that has all been burned away. Talk about cars that we know burn. So we have 2 hopper cars of PE, that's polyethylene plastic. These are gonna be hopper cars of little plastic pellets, used in a ton of different stuff, like all over your house, plastic bottles, toys. 4 hopper cars of what is labeled as polyvinyl. They're hopper cars, so I'm assuming that this is PVC, polyvinyl chloride pellets. On the railroad, there's 1 burned, there's 1 burning, and 2 that had some amount burned. Toxic byproducts to the PVC burning, like the vinyl chloride burning itself. 1 car of balls burned, 1 car of sheet steel burned, 1 car of frozen veg, and then 1 car of powdered flakes. Not sure what the flakes are. List an unknown status for the ethylene glycol monobutyl and the ethyl hexylacrylate. Isobutylene was not breached. Now this is the big thing. There were 2 cars of petroleum oil completely gone and 3 that lost some amount. These kind of tank cars can hold anywhere from 16 to 30,000 gallons. What we're really talking about here is an oil spill. 1 gallon of petroleum oil spilled can pollute up to 1 million gallons of groundwater.